All right, man. Torch it up. You know what it is, man. All right, man. How y'all doing? I'm pretty excited today. Today is Nintendo Switch 2 Day. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually it is tomorrow, but I will be getting mine today. I love video games. As you can see, I have a PlayStation 5. I have a Nintendo Switch. I have Nintendo Xbox Series S. I am a video game head. I like video games. I like to take them with me when I go places and all that good stuff. I keep looking up. Let me move this down because I don't want to be looking up. All right, here we go. All right. So I love video games, just to let y'all know. And yeah. But today's episode is a little bit serious. It's gonna be something a little serious. I want to talk about Offset and Cardi B situation. And yeah, this is gonna be a little uncomfortable for some people to hear. And I just want to let y'all know, you know what I'm saying? I feel you, but things have to be said from my perspective. So before we get into that, I got to get a legendary spiel. This is Torture Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know to find the ones that just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, link is right on the screen, Cash App. No more PayPal, Hidden Gem, 1,300 subscribers, over 17,000. And yes, I am the King of the North. Let me know what kingdom you are from. I'm almost at 18,000. I will be 25,000 strong really soon. And if you are the 25,000 subscriber, you will get a nice size cash prize. Trust me to leave. Yes, let's get it, man. This is going to be a goodie. I'm telling y'all now, stick with me. Okay, this comes courtesy of academics. You already know what it is. We're not going to watch the whole thing. We're just going to get the basis of what happened, and then I'm going to give my commentary. So let's get it.
Yo, Offset done crashed out, man. This an Offset crashed out real quick, then deactivated social media. I don't know if y'all seen this. So Offset done deactivated all this shit. Let me tell you what happened. So apparently, Cardi B done gave Offset's kid the same hairstyle as her new nigga.
That's bruh. Listen, let me explain something to you. That is diabolical as hell. On so many different levels, that's diabolical. And I want to explain something to y'all before we even go any further. If you are into something like this, if you are the type of person who likes to do the get back and watch me make him or her look like a fool, then this episode ain't for you. Exit right now. I'm telling you. Because you're not going to like what I gotta hear. You ain't going to like what I gotta say. You know.
Yo, when a chick try to get, this is why, I like how people be like, oh, Cardi B's just having fun. No, it's not. They're both not having fun. They're doing performative acts for each other. If they were having fun, you could have whatever nigga you want because y'all not together. Cardi B is throwing it in our face that, I'm with my new nigga. I want you to see who my new nigga. I want you to see me fucking my new nigga. She ain't doing that for us. You think she want us to know? She want Offset to know. Offset, you did me wrong. Fuck you, nigga. I'm doing this that you could know. Fuck you, bitch. So she did the yacht.
And this is exactly what I'm saying. All of this is for show. But, fellas, I gotta be honest, this is for good reason. And I'll explain it in a second. But all of this is for show. And when a woman is scorned or when she is put through something, public humiliation or whatever you want to call it, because let's be honest, if a man cheats on a woman and it's put out there publicly, For some reason, women look at that as if she's being humiliated by that man. You know what I'm saying? She's being humiliated by him. So when Offset did what he did and Cardi B had to endure that, she is now trying to publicly shame him for the things he did to her. That's what this is. And what better way to get to him than using his kids? Because if I abuse your child, I know that that's going to hit you hard. Because now it's like I'm trying to show you that there's another man willing to be, or even not even saying this guy is, but there's another man willing to be the father of your children. You know what I'm saying? Or look at what I'm doing with your child with another man. Even though she ain't directly doing it with him, she's playing, how would I say, emotion. This is emotional warfare that they're going through right now. Let's keep it going.
She did the yacht. She probably seen Offset drop the video. You know, Offset dropped the video with mad girls. So Offset doing his thing too. By the way, I think it's on both sides. Offset is posting mad girls because he's trying to say, I'm over her. I'm over her. So you know what Cardi says? And I ain't gonna lie. This is when she wants you to... You know what she had said the other day? She said, I want that nigga to die. I'm like, shut up. You'll be sucking his dick like in 3 months. You know what I mean? When you
And see, women are they're so reactionary when it comes to stuff like this, that they say things because certain women, they disregard their feelings about how you feel about something, and they basically would just say whatever comes to their mind. Her saying that she hope he dies, we all know she doesn't mean that. But at the same time, this is the type of behavior that you would get from a woman like her, because she looks at it from the point of view, well, I was just like, you supposed to know that I really don't mean that. I was just playing. See, us as men, we can't say stuff like this. We can't. We don't get a pass to say we hope you die. If he was to say that he hopes she dies, his career is over. But see, for certain women, especially women in her position, they get the right to say these things because people look at it, well, women are just emotional. They don't really mean what they're saying. They don't really have the emotional intelligence to control themselves when it comes to emotionally being hurt. She has been traumatized by this man. This is what this is. You know what I'm saying? Not this here, what's going on the screen, but her saying that she hope he dies. People contribute that to her being traumatized by him, and it's his fault. It has to be his fault because she wouldn't have said that if he didn't do what he did. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep it going.
This bozo breakup. Maybe I don't think she wants him to die, but she's turning that knife. Now, again, I think this is baby. I don't know what the name is. I don't know what baby this is, Culture Wave or whatever. But I think they usually get some hairstyle like this. I don't know. But Offset tweeted this, then got off social media. He says, now when somebody died for playing with my son, y'all gonna call me the crash out, right? He said, I don't care how I look. Trolling with my kids gonna end bad. And he got the fuck off social media. You feel what I'm saying? Damn.
See, the thing is, again, we speaking on a level of emotional warfare. See, women are very good at emotional warfare, much better than men, because men, we don't really have a lot of emotions when it comes to being straight up about something. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as women do, they control the emotional field. So they know exactly how to push a man's buttons to get them to react, because we don't really control emotional field like that. When a man crashes out, it's bad. So we kind of say we don't control it, but we have to control it. When a man crashes out, it's bad. The thing is, women know that it's only a bunch of things that really gets to men. And the reason why I brought up Nintendo Switch is because, or just video games in general, that's one thing that men love is video games. Men love things, women love people. So for example, men love cars, men love how would I say, men love games, men love stuff like that. And men also love their children, not just things. And men love their children unconditionally because that's a reflection of them. So when a woman does stuff like this, it's why you always see people say, well, you're using my child as a weapon against me. This is what it is. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. See, me personally, if he would have said, I love that hairstyle, that would have fucked her up bad. Because women look for reactions. That was a reaction that she was looking for. She was looking for him to say what he said. Because now she knows that she can emotionally manipulate and control the whole situation right now. She's in total control. But I'm going to tell y'all where she's wrong at in a second. We're going to talk about him. We're going to let Axe spit a little bit more, and then I'm going to go into how I feel about the whole situation between the two. Well, let's keep it going.
Now, for all the let me tell you this. For all the fathers out there, for all the single fathers, shout out to my single fathers. Is this a crash out worthy thing? Your baby mom's got a new nigga. She's trying to show so bad. And by the way, I do believe Cardi B is trying to show so bad that she is, because you got to imagine, like Cardi B she's trying to go everywhere public with this nigga. She's trying, well, I mean, I shouldn't say that because the dude is famous too. The dude is famous. It's not like the dude ain't famous. But I do think I think they're both posting for each other. You know what I mean? It ain't for nobody else but each other type shit. What I definitely believe is that Cardi B is trying to, she trying to get back at him. And he trying to be like, bitch, I already had you. I'm good. I'm out. They're just sending messages to each other. It's all good. For the single.
Okay, so I want to speak on what he just said. I think that 100% Cardi B is wrong for what she's doing right now with her child. Whether people saying that she is just posting her child because look at the hairstyle, she's deliberately throwing knives at Offset when she does stuff like this. Because I don't know if she posted the picture with the two together. I don't know if she just posted the picture of the baby and somebody spliced that together. I don't know. But we do know that style is his style. Now, people could say, oh, well, she just did a hairstyle. It's not that big of a deal. Again, let's talk about men and how we look at things differently from women. What she did was deliberate. It wasn't she did it. She basically took her child and she put the hairstyle mocked after the guy that she's dealing with, knowing that guy she's dealing with, well, not even the guy, but she's publicly showing this guy off in front of Offset and then showing her child's hairstyle as it's the same as the guy's hairstyle. Like, come on now. It's like, that's like a man taking his daughter to a hair salon and getting his daughter's hair exactly how his girlfriend hair is and then posting it online. Like, let's be clear here. Cardi B knows exactly what she's doing. She is a manipulator. She's been a manipulator for a long time. Everybody knows this. She admits this. She admitted, it's not just me saying this. She said things that she did to men were out of control. Whether you want to say you forgave her for it or not, it doesn't matter. She said she did it. She still has that gene inside of her to do these certain things to men. She plays these type of games. What do y'all think all this is for? Y'all think she's just doing it just because she does it? No.
12 p.m.
She's doing this to really mess with him. So, let's keep it going.
Fathers, though. If your ex-girls or your baby mom's new nigga, and this is the part that I'm kind of looking at Stefan Diggs to be like, I hope you care that much. When you are actively involved, and I'm thinking he's actively involved because I see him post a thing, and I seen some dumbass say, they were like, yo, of course academics would take a football player posting him catching a ball to mean like a subliminal. I'm like, you don't get the context. Like one nigga just said, like you should know the context of the whole my balls thing. Pause. One nigga said today I passed the ball. The other nigga posted something with catching the ball. They're communicating. You know what I mean? You got to be an idiot not to think that this is some really petty game of communication. I'm wondering. I look at even Stefan Diggs and I'm like, bro, at a certain point, and honestly, this makes me feel like it's no way Stefan Diggs is taking Cardi B that serious. It's no way. He's probably having fun, that he's fucking this woman of importance, and that, you know, in situations like this, niggas is giving a pat on the back like, yo, bro, you took his bitch, cool. But it's no way you would want to build a relationship with a woman and 2 months in, or I don't know how long, maybe 5-6 months in, everything that she's doing is like a reflection of, oh, she's trying to get back at Offset and you're a part of that. You know what I mean? So it's like.
So where I think he's wrong, this guy Stefan, is you don't involve yourself in family affairs. He's 100% wrong for what he's doing with her. That is not for public consumption. You should not be out here taking pictures with her on a yacht unless that's your girl. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care, oh, they're free to do whatever they want. There are repercussions and ramifications behind your behavior. If you are openly mocking people and pointing the finger at people and you are going along with this, let me explain something to you fellas. Women will let you die in hell. Trust and believe. They will let you die in hell for their feelings. And I'm telling you, I ain't saying all women, but women like Cardi B will let you die in hell for their feelings. And what she's doing now is she's using him and he's going along with it. He's going along with it. If something happens, I'm not going to blame him. I'm going to blame the person that did, because you should be controlling yourself. But you are antagonizing the situation. I don't understand how you don't see this when you're dealing with somebody like Cardi B. She openly does things on camera. You have to understand this is what you're asking for. So if you're doing this and you basically okaying this as the man, I'm sorry, as a man, you should never be okay with humiliating another man with his ex-wife or wife or whatever you want to call it. You should never be. And I believe they're still married, right? I think they're still married. If they still married, this is even worse. Because I'm under the impression that it's for better or worse, richer or poorer, sickness and health. So even if you say this as a man, speaking from this man's point of view, you should never take something like this serious, because you know what's going to happen? They might end up getting back together. And now you look stupid. You might be like everybody saying everything about this guy saying, oh, well, he be smacking all these dudes, girls. That's out of pocket and disgusting. If you are fucking a nigga's girl, wife or anything, and you know that they belong to somebody else or they with somebody else, I'm going to say belong because I know y'all get sensitive. But if they are in a relationship with somebody else and you are actively trying to fuck girls who are with someone and you know it, you're a dirty nigga. You disgusting, in my opinion. There's no way in the world you should be out here actively trying to fuck niggas girls. Now, if you didn't know, that's something different. But if you know a woman is married and she might be going through something with her husband and you literally are still trying to fuck her, you a dirty nigga. You're dirty. As simple as that. You a dirty nigga. And I don't care about what women are vulnerable. And I'm not giving them a pass on what they do. But if you actively playing on her feelings and emotions like that, you a dirty nigga. You dirty. Sorry.
I'm looking at the hairstyle. I'm like, dog, if you really wanted this woman, you would tell her, yo, please don't give your baby no hit. Like, that's his kid. Let's focus. Let's have our kid. Like, that's his kid. So I think this nigga Stephon Diggs, he's just having a good time, if you ask me. And also, I'm gonna be honest with you, despite what Cardi has said about she want X, Y, and Z to happen to A, B, and C, I don't believe that Cardi would play with Offset with their kids. I don't think so. I think Cardi, I think Cardi is above that. And I know some of y'all might be like, nigga, are you serious? She was a stripper. No, I think she's above that. One thing for sure, two things for certain, I don't think Cardi plays about her kids. I don't think she plays about her kids at all. Number two, I really don't think she plays about her kids or would do that to use her kids as a pawn, because even when she was talking shit about Offset one of them times, you know what she said? I ain't gonna lie, Offset's a bitch ass nigga, but he take care of his kids. And that told me she know them kids are off limits.
Definitely don't know about that. And I'm telling you, I believe that that's what they would do. Like, when you're emotional like that, you typically do all types of things to get a reaction. So let's keep it going.
You could call him a bitch ass nigga. You could call him broke. You could call him a bum. You could say whatever about him. But when the kids, they wanted her to spice it up, like, yeah, whatever, like he's not a good father. You know what I mean? And she was like, nah, he's a good father. But you never know. Maybe she hate that nigga that much right now, because I guess she did come back around and say that he don't pay for nothing. Yo, I was watching Cardi B. Listen to this. Cardi B explains how much. She's explaining the bills that she pays. She explains the bills, right, that she's paying for. She says Offset not contributing. And that's when I realized, I'm like, listen to this shit right here.
Cardi B just exposed the...
Here we go. Like, she broke down how much she's paying. And I ain't even gonna lie to you. Chat, I think sometimes I waste a lot of money, but Cardi B, hold on. She says she pays a driver $10K a month. $10K a month just to drive her kids back and forth to school. That shit to me was ridiculous. Let me see. Where is it now? You don't have the audio? Fuck. No, I know where I seen it. I seen that Cultural Millennials. All right. To me, this was like utterly ridiculous. Here we go. Offset. No. Is it here? Okay, here it is, chat.
Years straight, you have left me with the kids' bill. Y'all want to know what's the kids' bills? Start adding. Y'all need to start adding right now, right? So my kids got their own driver. They pick them up from school, they drop them off, and they take them to gymnastics and to wavy unboxing classes. The kid's driver is on a retainer for $10,000 a month. So that's $10,000 a month just on a.
You pay your kid's driver $10,000 a month. Your kid's driver. I will drive your kids around for $2,000 a month. $10,000 a month. 10,000. Most people don't even make $2,500 a month. 10,000? Come on, Cardi. You gotta chill.
And to wavy unboxing classes. The kid's driver is on a retainer for $10,000 a month. So that's $10,000 a month just on a driver for my kids. All right, cool. Culture school this year, you didn't pay for it. That's 45,000. Wave school a year is 35,000, which you didn't help me pay for it.
One of your child's school is $45,000 a year, and the other one is $35,000 a year. That's more than some people make in a year. Like, what are we doing? Man, y'all gonna hate me for this episode. I'm sorry, I got a lot to say.
This year at all. My cousin babysits Wave and Culture. She gets paid $3,000 a week.
Bro, get the fuck. Yo, this is crazy. What? What? Your cousin gets paid $3,000 a week to watch your kids. $3,000 a week. That's $12,000 a month. And if we're talking about some months have 5 weeks, bro, that's nuts. That's nuts. That's nuts.
Man, the only way somebody should be getting $3,000. Listen, $3,000 a week is $180,000. Actually, almost $190,000 for the year. The only way you should be paying $190,000 for babysitting is if you're never with your kids. And maybe they're not with their kids, but I do think they're with their kids, despite what we see them constantly being with other individuals that they're dating. But what? What type of bills are these? Yo, the more I was hearing it, I'm like, why the fuck is Cardi not making an album right now? Like, yo, if this is how much you spend, you need to be in the booth immediately. You need to be on tour. You need to be constantly working. Not saying she's not, but musically, we should be seeing a lot more output.
All year straight, you have left me with the kids' bill. Y'all want to know what's the kids?
All right, so let me speak on this whole situation with Cardi B and Offset. So I want to speak on Offset first. I want to give my take on what I think about him and his actions. And then I'll speak on Cardi. Offset, you stupid, bro. You a fool. You a fool, bro. You gotta be one of the dumbest niggas in the history of music. And I ain't gonna say dumbest thing. I'm gonna just say you make really bad decisions. I think that a lot of y'all industry men do these type of things. Y'all make these bad decisions when it come to these women. And I'm not gonna blame Cardi B on everything that happened. I'm gonna say you cheated on her. What do you expect to happen when you cheat on a woman? You know what I'm saying? The public humiliation, the scrutiny, the I'm not good enough, you're not satisfied type of rhetoric is thrown around. And this is why a lot of y'all fail. You should never get married if you are not willing to be committed to that woman. Simple as that. If you are out here still trying to play the field and you're married, then what was the point of you getting married? And a lot of y'all dudes, y'all are very selfish when it comes to this. Y'all just don't want the woman that y'all dealing with to be dealing with multiple men or another man. So y'all try to, hoard her lifestyle or just keep her around for just you. I never understood how some men would be on the lines of having, let's say they got let's say three or four different girlfriends. They might have like 3 different girlfriends. And then they don't want the girl to have another guy on the side. You can't be a hypocrite like that. I think that Offset, you stupid for going out, sleeping with other women, cheating on your wife, or whatever happened, whatever happened. You should have never did that. You know what I'm saying? You should have never did that, because now you'll be forever, even though I know a lot of men don't get scrutinized like women do for cheating. I will admit that. But at the same time, you had a chance not to do that. If you with a woman, bro, why are you messing around? Why you have 5 or 6 other girls on the side, or 3 girls, or 1 girl on the side? Why? Why not just keep the one you have? And I think that that's where Offset went wrong. And then on top of that, if you're not built for this type of game, then you shouldn't be doing this type of game. Like, women are masters when it comes to emotional warfare. If you are one of those guys who can't accept or handle emotions or emotionally being attacked, then you shouldn't be doing it. You shouldn't be trying to do it. You shouldn't be posting things with girls trying to make her jealous. It's just something you shouldn't be doing. I'll be honest with you. This is weak man behavior. Personally, you shouldn't be out here, really out here doing stuff like that. It's weak man behavior. Simple as that. Me personally, I wouldn't be out here. With 3 or 4 other girls and getting caught with 3 girls, 3, 4 other girls. You was wrong for that, dog. You know what I'm saying? And this is why she's acting the way she's acting. So, you was wrong. Now, as far as Cardi B goes, everybody knows the type of woman Cardi B is. She doesn't even hide it. She puts it out there. You know what I'm saying? She is from the stripper culture. That does not mean that she can't change. But look at her actions now. Does this seem like a woman who has changed? You don't do stuff like this in front of your kids. I don't care if your kids is 3 years old. The internet is forever. It's forever. This is not something that you just do and it's just, no, the internet is forever. I want you to understand that. So when a woman does things like this that is not in the characteristics of what a real woman should be doing, and I know a lot of y'all gonna say, well, who are you to say what a real woman is? I have a lot of real women around me, and a lot of those real women, they don't act like that. They would never try to humiliate their ex-husband or husband, whether they're together or not. I'm not sure if they're still together, well, married, but if they are, they would never do that. I think she's wrong for that. I think she's also wrong for posting pictures with another man to show him off and to gloat in front of her baby dad. Like what is the point of that? You trying to get him back for something he did to you? We supposed to be adults. That's that you trying to show off what? This is not even your man. So what happens now when one of y'all catch feelings? Because obviously, if this guy is posing pictures with Cardi B and he's walking around, he's at basketball games with her and stuff like this, this is his girl. If he don't believe so, and this is a part of the hookup culture, this is nasty work, because you're talking about 2 famous people who are basically showing people that it's okay to be hooking up as if y'all in a relationship and y'all not. So her putting that out there, to me, is never gonna benefit her. This is actually gonna hurt her in the long run. Because if your kids look up to see that you were still communicating with my dad through fighting emotionally online, this doesn't look good for her. I don't care how y'all try to spin it. I don't care Who jumps out and try to spin this? Cardi B is a mother. She's a mother. Mothers don't do the things she's doing. They don't. What are you showing off? You ain't no child. You about, Cardi B is what, about in her 30s? Hey Siri, how old is Cardi B? It doesn't say. Either way, to me, it's one of those things where you just got to be real careful when it comes to this whole thing. And I think that this is, and I hate to say it, this is whole like behavior. She ain't never changed. She could try to pretend and say, "Oh, this is my boyfriend now," but what happens when he messes with another girl? And I know a lot of y'all, a lot of people, y'all have this idea that it's okay to be a part of hookup culture. You have to understand that's hookup culture is for younger people. As you get older, you have to work it out. She can't really say settle down because she did, and they both did what they did. We could say it's his fault. We could say it's her fault. But hookup culture is for younger people because that's for people who don't really have responsibilities and they can just do whatever they want. And I know some people might argue that hookup culture might be pretty good for a person who has things going on. But this right here is beyond hookup culture because now you are displaying something where you're like y'all actually are in a relationship or y'all together. And I think that she's wrong for that. And I think that Offset is wrong for what he did, jumping online saying something's gonna happen and deleting all your social medias. That just shows you a weak man, dog. If you deleted your social media over something like that, you weak, bro. And you want to. The only reason why you deleted it is because you want to get a reaction out of it. Not even that you really don't want her to see what you're doing. Because if that's the case, you would have just not posted nothing. You don't want to see what she's doing, but it could be a tactic that he's using to get her to actually communicate with him more. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. And I think some people, and women are the masters that they'll wait in those shadows until they get what they want. They say women always plan their escape route when they're in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because they ready to go. That's why it's usually a woman that you have an account, she has an account, and then she also has another account. So this way, if something happens, she could dip. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, now I don't know the situation with the children and the money situation. We ain't talking about that. But Offset, you got to be one of the biggest bitches if you allow a woman of her status to do that to you and make you quit social media. You got to be a big bitch. There's no way in the world you telling me that you're not. As a man, you don't ever supposed to let a woman rattle you or shake you in any type of way. I don't care. I would have never gave her the satisfaction on anything when it comes to this type of emotional warfare. I ain't talking about anything else. We talking about emotional warfare. I ain't saying Offset is a stupid man or he's a weak man because of this. I'm saying overall, he might not be a weak man, but when it comes to emotional warfare, he is a weak man. He's weak. And Cardi B, when it comes to this, she's a master manipulator. She knows what she's doing. So, but it is what it is. Either way, I don't know what to say anymore. All right, man. Inspirational words of the day. Watch who you hang around with. A lot of people are not your friends. They want to see you fail. They pretend. A lot of people walk around with a mask on, acting as if they're your friend, but they're really not. You have to pay attention to who you surround yourself with. Don't always be so trustworthy or trusting into people who you really barely know, because they will use that against you. And trust me, they will be the one to stab you in your back. and not care. So make sure you watch who you hang around with. Just watch who you hang around with. You are the company you keep. So if you a snake, 9 times out of 10, be prepared to be snaked. If you're not a snake and someone shows you who they are, you know that quote. If someone showed you who they are the first time, believe them. Trust it. So thank y'all for joining me today. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. I'm out of here. Torture Talk, you know what it is.